Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, I'm going to step into an area that I may have to be careful. But the McCain Institute, that's right, John McCain, the senator there from Arizona, the McCain Institute for International Leadership. See, I've been wondering about the establishment. Again, I take a look. I already know who the radical left extremist, left-leaning liberal crowd. I know who that crowd is, and they're the disruptors. They're the agitators. They're the protesters. They're everywhere. We know who the Nancy Pelosi's and the Chuck Schumers and these Harry Reids, and we know who these folks are. But do we know who these establishment, which sit on both sides, kind of in the middle? I'm not saying that they're independent. I'm just saying they're not. They're establishment. In other words, they just don't care who really wins as long as they stay in power and they march forward with a globalist view. They are globalist. They believe in globalization. Now, I appreciate John McCain's service for our country, and I understand what he went through, and I admire him for that. Really, I do. But Washington can change people. Not all, but it can definitely change some people. It's one thing to have to compromise and to make a deal. It's another thing to coddle. And in the McCain Institute for International Leadership, first of all, you should know that one of his trustees, of course, is Lynn Forster de Rothschild. She is an economist, publisher, trustee of the McCain Institute. And he also... The McCain Institute is funded by a lot of Saudi money from Saudi Arabia, a ton of it, okay? So, and then I started saying, well, okay, all right, but what does the McCain Institute do? Now, they're holding a forum. I haven't been invited, and I don't think I get a chance to. It's going to be in Sedona, Arizona, called the Sedona Forum. And it's going to include an incredible group of speakers, I think, that might kind of surprise you. Who does John McCain invite during this time of our country really needing to get its act together? Who is he bringing into his leadership institute? Who are these people that John McCain is bringing to the party? And so let's just take a peek at that. The Sedona Forum for 2017 will be taking place in April 8th through the 10th. It's by invitation only. Now, Hillary Rodham Clinton will be speaking. Okay, I'll just give you some of the speakers. All right, let me just give you. No. You heard me right. Hillary Rodham Clinton will be speaking at the McCain Institute for Leadership in where? Sedona, Arizona. Matter of fact, there's different people, several senators. There are several CEOs. Senator Cory Booker from New Jersey, he'll be speaking. James Clapper, the Clapper, the former director of national intelligence, he'll be speaking. Senator Bob Corker, he'll be speaking. He's a U.S. senator from Tennessee. Ambassador Ryan Crocker, he'll be speaking. Also, let's see, just to name a few. Senator Jeff Flake will be there. Senator Heidi Heidenkamp from North Dakota will be there. All right. Larry Fitzgerald, the great wide receiver for the Phoenix Cardinals, he'll be there. And there's several others, including General David Petraeus will be there. All right. Now, Tony Blair has been there before. I mean, he's brought in a lot of different globalists. Not everybody that speaks there is, would you say, is 100% for globalization. But a lot of these folks are. And that's why this new world order, this one world government was moving so quickly forward and so quietly, because there were people on both sides of the aisle, the establishment, that were moving it toward ultimately a one world government, a new world order, and the beast that was on its way. Whether these people understand that or not, I don't know if they understand biblical prophecy well enough to understand what this one world government or new world order ultimately becomes. It becomes the beast, and from it the Antichrist and the mark of the beast all comes into play. I'm not saying that everybody involved in a John McCain Institute Leadership Forum is trying to ultimately reach that. But I can tell you that when you're wondering why things don't change in the swamp, if you want to understand it, Hillary Rodham Clinton has spoken there before. Tony Blair has spoken there before. The list could go on forever. The reason the swamp hasn't changed is because you've had the establishment. Tonight is the State of the Union address. The President of the United States will speak. I'm going to make some predictions. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I got a feeling that each congressman and congresswoman has a few tickets of people they can bring as guests. 3 or 4, whatever, it based on your rank. So I have a feeling the Democrats are going to bring some people who are going to openly protest, maybe have to be thrown out of the place. I think they're going to bring agitators to try to embarrass the president, to try to show that the U.S. government is in a state of disarray, like John McCain said the other day. Goes to Germany, speaks before Mike Pence speaks, and says that the Trump administration's in disarray. I mean, I'm sorry, John, but you've been there way too long. And you're not the only one that's in this establishment movement that's been fighting the people for truth, truthfully, the people. And the people want freedom. Something, John, you should know. You paid a great price to try to protect years ago. And so this is the time we're living in, folks. Let's see what happens at the State of the Union. Will there be congressmen and congresswomen who don't show up like they did the inauguration? Instead, I think this time they're showing up, but they're bringing agitators with them. People to protest with signs and get thrown out and disrupt the president's speech. It could be a zoo in there tonight. Pray for President Trump that he can handle this with as much class and dignity as possible. But then again, if he goes off the rail on them, just saying, we are living in a very, very dangerous time. We need unity, and we need to come together. Keep standing for what's right, folks. For when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Let's keep standing for what's right. Pray for the president and his family. Pray for the vice president, Mike Pence, and his family. Pray for America. Pray one for another. Let me pray for your families, that they be blessed in Jesus' name. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon.